folks, hello there. Welcome back to the lab once again for a lantern project, and once again, it is a D-LITE project. This is going to be a delightfully beautiful lantern. I mean, this is great shape. Great shape. And this is old. This is 1927, nearly 100 years old. And I've really had some good luck finding some very beautifully clean 1920s D-LITEs. I've also found a couple of wizards, which are the predecessor to the D-LITE, which went into the teens, and then it was switched to the name was switched to D-LITE. Anyway, so I haven't done anything. I haven't worked on this or taken it apart or that comes off, but yeah, everything looks fresh. It's gonna clean up so nice. I can't wait. Can't wait to get at it. All right, let's do it. All right. I'm thinking, man. I mean, look at this. Look at this chimney. Look at that. Look at the smoke bell in the chimney. Look at this thing was barely used, as far as I can tell, man. I mean, look at. I mean that's like the first thing from all the heat. When you add a bunch of heat to the metal and it gets rid of all protection, like paint or any kind of lacquering or anything on there. Pretty much first thing to rust, because it just gets rid of everything that helps protect it, galvanizing and all that shit. But look at that. That is freaking clean, man. Wow. Looks brand new. Very cool. So, let's see what we're dealing with here. Come on now. Yeah. Okay, well, first problem is that burner. I'm going to do a little tappy tap, which almost always works, and I'm saying almost to cover myself, as far as like famous last words, but a little tap here, and it should help us out. Well, that got that part off. So what happened there? And I probably bent that a little bit, didn't I? Yeah, it's all right. Let's see. Yeah, I did bend that a little bit. That's right. I could fix that, no problem. But at least now I have access to get some coil in there. There we go. Get in there. All right, we're going to let that do its thing. Maybe I can start doing a little work on the rest of this in the meantime. Yeah, wow, look at that. I mean, yeah, this thing was used once. That's what I'm thinking. Of course, used once, and I bend this darn thing, but I'll be able to bend that back when I get it out. All right, so let that coil do a little bit. Maybe I can go to the bench grinder and start cleaning up some of this beautiful thing. Okay, so there's no need to take any parts off here because this thing is so clean. It's going to clean up really nice. So I'll do the best I can without getting around the area where the burner's at. And then we'll come back here and try it again. If not, we'll let it sit a little more while we work on other things. That's all right. We could even let it wait till tomorrow. Getting out of there, but yeah. Here, I am acting like I'm a super patient guy, whereas I just tapped that thing where I bent the bayonet a little bit. But like I said, I could bend that out straight, no problem, once we get that burner out. Burner's just a tiny bit rusty, and that'll clean up real nice. All right. I am off to the bench grinder, and I'll be back to sweet. Oh, yeah, so the reason I took the wick out through the bottom, one, because it is a, I was assuming it, all right, let me start over. Oh yeah, so the reason I took the wick out through the bottom was because I was going to tip this whole lantern upside down. Well, I was going to pour some Croil in the tank here, put the lantern upside down, let the Croil get at the burner from the bottom. But the reason I took the wick out, because I figured it was probably a functioning full wick. I have old little tiny stubs of wick that I would put in here to block this hole while the Croil is in there doing its Croily thing. So that is just my new system for doing these babies. If you can't get, because see where I put the Croil for the cone. I mean, I knew it wasn't the cone that was seizing up. I knew it was this part. But, so you got to get in here to that area where I just put it in there. And there's no way to get at that with this on. So I was going through the bottom. So I would have taken a little stub. Oh, wrong box. Wrong box. Jesus. So I saved like little stumps. Save little stumps of wick like this. And I put them down in there. And then I'll put the Croil in. Let this soak up the Croil rather than put Croil all over a nice wick. Okay. All right, back to the bench grinder. All right. Okay. So, yeah, look at the bottom of this thing. I haven't done nothing to it. Look at that. I mean, it's 100 years old, man. Beautiful. All right. So, let me try just a little bit here with a screwdriver. And see if we've changed our status on this burner at all. Well, I heard it. It popped. Oh. There we go. We are out. Yeah, that was the spot right there. Looks like I might have been in there crooked, actually. Interesting. Okay. All right, so let me, while it's fresh in my brain, we'll bend this back. Okay, all right, so we'll clean that baby up. Nice. Now we can get to work. I'll be sure to clean that out. Yeah, it's a little gritty in there. So there was a little something gripping. There. All right. Now, what bit to start with? Let's see what our junk bits look like. All right. Make sure that it's still super glued. Yeah. Boy. I'm hoping that the next batch of the Walmart version of these Dremel tools, I'm hoping that was just a batch problem, that all of them were coming loose. This little part here was swiveling. It's not supposed to swivel. It's actually the opposite of what they're supposed to do. They were all swiveling, so I've had to super glue them all to make them work. And that's been 3 batches of those freaking Walmart versions so far. So we'll try. We'll give them one more chance, and then screw it. Okay, so we're gonna work on just the spots that we'll missed, and just do some cleaning up work. Not a whole lot. It needs to be done to this thing because it's so pretty. All right, let's get at it. Yeah, so I was just, as I was telling you before about these Walmart brand, yeah, that is spinning, and it should not do that. It is not supposed to do that. It's so screwed up. So while I'm here, I'm gonna throw some.
360 miles north of the Steinway piano plant where I'm sitting, and I hear you could.
All right, so we'll put that off to the side. I can use that tomorrow on something. But I want the freaking wheel, man. I want the full size, like a newer wheel, because these are all. Well, that one's got some meat on it. How about this one? Ah, okay. So that one's got super glue on it already. So we'll put this out here, and we'll use this up, or at least use it for what we. Well, yeah. So okay, we're gonna go to a wire wheel here, and I'll start with this one with a little bit of meat left on it. We'll use that up, and then we'll go for another one, which has already been super glued because of Walmart sucks. Yeah. Okay, so we'll get some of the seams, just a little bit of rust in the seams, and yeah, do some stuff. Let's get to it. Right. Okay. So I think I'm going to. I want to see what's happening here. I'm gonna go 80 grit or 800 grit throughout here. I haven't gotten this with anything else except I think the 800 will be just fine cleaning that up. And so this will help me determine whether there are any spaces I need to concentrate on with some wire. So I'll give this a once over with the 800. And this thing is a beauty. Be able to see your face in that after a little 800 grit down there at the bottom. Then I'll do the wires. Yeah, great. So by the way, the date on this thing, this is in, what is the month? It is a New York, May of 27, made in New York City, the main plant, in 1927. Okay, so here we go. 800 grit. Hopefully the camera's not going to stop. I was just doing a little bit of a video here just before this for another lantern. It's a long story. You'll see. And it did quit on me 3 times recording it, so I don't even know what I recorded of that. So, all right, let's go here. 800 grit throughout, and then it'll kind of show me where I need to concentrate on other things. All right, let's do that. Well, now I think we can oil up this beauty. Absolutely. This is an amazing 98-year-old. I am getting the steel wool dust off of there, because when it goes in the corners, that's going to be the first place for any kind of new rust to appear. And it'll appear as your oil degrades on your, whatever it is you are treating it with. The oil will degrade and go away, and then stuff will start rusting again. The first thing will be the thing with the most surface area, which is wool made of steel. Yeah. Serious. Okay. Now. All right, let's oil it up. We're all ready to go here. Let's do it. Boom. So, I'm able to I can discern what I'm hearing. I have 3 radios going here. I have 2 scanners and a pre-World War II tube shortwave going here. So I got one on the fire bands. I have another scanner which is searching another ham band, seeing what I can hear down here in the valley. And then Yeah, a little HF on the old tube radio going on here. Keeping my brain occupied, which is the whole reason I have my lab here, was to keep my brain occupied. Okay, looking good. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at this fresh new color popping out. Nice color, beautiful. Again, the color is just a happy result of treatment. So this is why I've decided to put the oil on with a brush. I don't think anybody else will put it on with a brush and then wipe it off like I do, but who knows? Maybe some of you do now that you've been watching my videos and seeing the result. Okay, very nice. All right, see. We are all done. Now, put the original, seriously original. Okay, nice. Nice. I really think that's original wick. I mean, when I saw up inside the smoke barrel and it's barely got any carbon in there. Okay, now wing locks. Click. Okay, very nice. Now we need a globe. I just went looking and I found us a nice 1920s DIETZ globe. This is I'm trying. The reason I'm doing all this is because my hands are oily. I don't want to put fingerprints all over the glass. There we go. Lock knobs are locked. Very nice. D-LITE. A nice 1923 patent dated globe go in there. Works very well for a 27, I would think. I keep seeing the reflection of like the pink and bluish lights of the grow light, which is my new shop light here. I don't like it. It keeps making me think there's like red paint I left behind. I'm seeing reflections and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, the internet says it's great for workbenches. Hey, Ziggy, could I use a grow light for my workbench?
Hang on, let me see. Absolutely. Grow lights can work great for workbenches. They provide bright, full-spectrum lighting that's perfect for detailed work. Many people use them in workshops because they reduce eye strain and give excellent color rendering. Just make sure to get one with adjustable brightness and positioning so you can direct the light exactly where you need it.
Now she tells me. No, just the light that the grow light. I thought it was just a, fluorescent light. I got it at Goodwill. It was like, I don't know,
Got it.
$3.
Right. Grow lights are just specialized bulbs designed for plants. They emit specific light spectrums that plants need. For workbench use, they're actually overkill since they're tuned for photosynthesis, not human vision. Regular LED task lights or desk lamps would be better and cheaper for workshop tasks, since they're designed for the kind of light your eyes need for detailed work.
Well, there you go. Thank you, Ziggy, for contributing to my YouTube.
Exactly. Sometimes the simplest answer is the right one. Save those grow lights for the green stuff and grab a proper task light for your workbench.
All right. So, why is that seated kind of funny there? I don't know. That's weird. Huh. I'm seeing it. There's a little bit of space here, and that just bothers me. But maybe it's, who knows? It was 1927. What do you want? 100 years ago. All right, here we are. We're done with this D-LITE. It's beautiful. There we go. Nice. All right, let's come on down and take a look. Okay, here we have it. Very nice. 1927 number 2 D-LITE. There ain't nothing wrong with this thing. I mean, the tank's perfect. Burner. And of course, yeah, great. The wick is even perfect. So, everything's just great. This is a beauty. And I'm a big fan of D-LITEs. I like the squat globe. I like the squat globe look as opposed to the tall one. All right, folks, that is going to do it for today's project. I want to thank you for stopping by the lab. Hey, and as usual, don't you go changing.
We'll be back with the Magic Tunes for the Armada Room's 2-hour disco swing party after this short break. Till then, don't you go changing.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.